Shh! The Real Obsessed is starting.
Welcome back to The Real Obsessed. We are in the vacation edit, and today's episode is all about Wanderlust movies.
We are so excited to dive into this topic. These are the movies that make you want to travel. It's summer season, and some people like us, we are not on a trip to Italy right now. So we have to do that through a movie, and we have some recommendations.
Interesting you say Italy as I look at my list.
Oh. But we have to travel through the movies right now because we're working, you know, that adult life where you realize, where's summer vacation? Where's summer break? So we're living through movies today with our top travel movie picks.
I can't wait. And Abby and I both came dressed to today's recording in our interpretation of a vacation outfit. Yes. And if you're watching on video, you can see we have very different outfits on. I'm wearing like a very tropical, beachy, colorful dress.
It's so cute.
Thank you.
I feel so underdressed.
No, I love it. We got out of the car. Abby has a full sweatsuit on with her Stitch Crocs, which are iconic.
For the camera.
Show the cam.
There we go.
I love it.
My Stitch Crocs. So this is my airport outfit.
I love.
That's what I was envisioning.
I should have done that because that's way more comfy. This is my
comfy.
Beachy going out to dinner after a day at the beach outfit.
Yes.
So we get a little bit of everything.
Yes. I love that. So both sides of the vacation. I really wanted one of those like travel neck pillows.
Oh, cute.
But I don't even have one of those. But just envision that.
Yeah.
That would complete
that's the fit.
Look.
This is like on the way there once you're there.
Yes, exactly. Should we dive into what we're real obsessed with right now?
Yeah. Mine is sort of an extension of what we've been talking about on the podcast, on social, and that's Power Ballad. I just kind of wanted to echo how much I enjoyed that movie and how much I have been thinking about it still. It really took me by surprise. I didn't really have any sort of expectation for Power Ballad when we walked into the theater. Totally. I just was like, this is either going to be cheesy or I'm going to be blown away and love it. And I was blown away and I loved it. And I just keep thinking about it.
Same.
And so if you haven't listened to our full review of it yet, make sure you do that. If you're waiting until after you see the movie, I understand because that full review episode is full of spoilers. So just know that. But we really dive in our review episode. Yes.
You get deep. I'm glad you said this because they finally released the soundtrack. You can hear the songs.
Oh, really?
Immediately getting home from the movie, I was like, I gotta download these songs. Like, where's the Nick Jonas song? Or I guess, is it his song?
The Danny, what's his last name?
Danny Wilson.
The Danny Wilson song.
Versus Rick Power.
Or Rick Power.
Whose song is it?
Is it the Power Ballad, if you will?
Yes. I was like, I need to download this song. I love this song. I can't write a song without you. Nowhere to be found. And I was thinking, what is wrong with this? And then I saw that it was released on...
Which makes
sense. So
sense.
Now it's released. So when you're listening to this, the soundtrack will be out. You can go download it and I will be rocking out to it.
I'm so glad you said that because the only bummer about getting to see movies early is none of anything that goes along with the film is released to the public yet. So even when I was posting our graphic on social media for the podcast review episode about Power Ballad, I was trying to attach a song from the movie to the image. And I couldn't find any of the music from the film available. And I was like, what the heck? But because it technically wasn't released yet, which is just, I forget. I'm like, I want it now. I've seen it. So in my mind, it's available. It's out there.
Yes, exactly.
So I love that. I'm 100% going to add that playlist on Spotify.
Yes. And I'm shocked that studios don't release movie soundtracks sooner. That's really cutting it close to release. And I know a lot of soundtracks, they do that. I know F1's was... Actually, they might have released theirs a little bit earlier. But to me, that builds hype for the movie. Yeah. So I'm curious about the strategy around that.
I wonder if a film like Power Ballad, it might be spoilers.
It could be.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
because
it's true.
It is a musical film and the songs are almost especially How to Write a Song Without You. It's like a character in the film itself.
Yes.
So maybe that's a spoiler, but I agree. It should be available. Yeah, you should be teasing me to watch the movie. Not that you need to tease me to watch the movie because I will be watching the movie.
Exactly. We love Power Ballad. Go listen to our review because at this point you may have seen Power Ballad. If you haven't listened to our review, very in-depth, just scroll through our channels, you'll see movie review Power Ballad.
Yes.
my real obsessed.
Yes, what are you obsessed with right now?
I watched Scarface for the first time. So Kelsey and I have talked about this a lot internally. I don't know if we've mentioned it a lot on the podcast, but there's this random batch of movies that are classics that everyone has seen. And even as people who studied film, we've never watched. And for me, Scarface was one of those for me. It's like such a classic film.
Yeah.
Everybody knows. You always see the shirts. Even at like Hot Topic, you see the
Scarface.
shirt today, like right now. And I had never seen it. So I buckled up and I did my homework and I watched Scarface.
And
it is almost 3 hours.
Yeah, it's a long movie.
It's very long, but I actually loved it. I thought it was a fantastic movie, and I was going in completely with no perceptions at all. It's not a movie I've done a lot of research on or have heard a ton about. I've just seen the cover. I've obviously, the line, say hello to my little friend. Like there's lines from it, but I didn't know that there's so much controversy with the film and there's so many mixed opinions about it. So I was going in without any of that, and I actually really enjoyed it.
Okay. What? Yes. Like, give us like a short little review and star rating.
Happy to. So I did not mind the length. It is a long movie, but I was totally okay with it because I like when a movie takes its time to tell a story. And one of my biggest takeaways, well, if you're not familiar with Scarface, if you're like me and you hadn't seen it, it follows the story. It is fictional. At first I thought Tony Montana was a real person, but it is a fictional story. The story follows him in his journey basically for power, and he's going to chase his version of the American dream no matter what it takes. And that was the part I found fascinating. And the whole time, you know what movie I was thinking of?
What?
Marty Supreme. And I found so many parallels between them.
How cool is it that you didn't watch Scarface until now? Because now you can relate it to Marty Supreme, which most people have already, not most people, but a lot of people who've already seen Scarface would never even make that comparison.
Right? So the whole time I was thinking about flawed characters where they have little sprinkles of something that makes you want to root for them in some way.
Yeah.
Like
Danny in Power Ballad.
Totally. Yeah. All roads lead to Power Ballad. But Tony Montana, he said what he thought, and he was not like, he didn't hold back. And that was really refreshing because it wasn't like he had no front. So there were times when you wanted to root for him, but he made such bad decisions. And then ultimately that power corrupted him, which you could argue that he was corrupt the whole time, whatever. But same thing with Marty Supreme.
Yeah,
his power and drive to be the best made him likable in some ways, but so unlikable in everywhere else. It's like they neglect all their relationships. Like their only main focus is power. So that I thought was an interesting parallel. I was like, wow, this is similar to Marty Supreme. So it just kind of made me think, what are these movies where you kind of root for somebody, but you also can't stand them? That's like this genre.
That would be an interesting, just to add to our list of future episode ideas, like movies that essentially have the same plot, but it's different.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Let's do it. It's like parallel universe plots, but similar stories.
Yes. Because now I want to rewatch Scarface. I haven't seen it in many years with Marty Supreme in mind. And I loved Marty Supreme, and I liked Scarface a lot. So like that doesn't surprise me, I guess. That's so interesting.
Yeah. So you have like an internal feud. And I also just liked the look of it, to be honest, and the music. Like now I understand why this, like the score is so iconic. I just liked the look of it. I thought it was very cool.
Made in the 70s?
I think so. I should have written that down.
I should have.
But it is an older movie, obviously. Like 70s or 80s for sure. Yeah, but Al Pacino did such a great job. And even looking at some of the reviews after, a lot of people didn't like it. And they're like, oh, it was too long. Like when I'm looking at critic reviews, like some of the themes. But most people agree that Al Pacino is the reason why you watch this movie. Like his acting, like he really embodies the character. And that's what keeps you entertained and interested the whole time.
Well, I think there has to be something said about most films from a certain time period, maybe between the 60s and 70s, I would say. We had a lot of films that were longer, like maybe 3 hours long, but that was before we had special effects and quick edits and quick cuts, and those films rely on good actors. And you enjoy watching good acting. Same thing with The Godfather. That movie is 3 hours long, but you enjoy watching good actors on the screen tell the story. And that's not to say that we don't have good actors anymore. That's not to say, that films today aren't as good. But I think that makes a big difference.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just when it would just be actors doing their thing on the screen.
Yeah.
It's different now.
Yeah, it is different. So it was a fun journey.
I'm so happy. So wait, what would you rate it out of 5 stars?
Honestly, I really enjoyed it and found it very compelling. Like, it's definitely in between like the 4 and 5 star rating for me. Like, honestly, I might give it a 5, maybe a 4.5. Honestly, I haven't written my Letterboxd review about it because I've been simmering on it. I don't know.
It's a simmering film.
It is. So I don't know. As a film itself, I thought it was very compelling.
Okay. I love that. That's how I feel. To me, that's like a solid, like a 4-star film, at least. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just love a crime film.
Yeah,
So good.
And now that I know, just last thing, I'm kind of shocked to see how in places like a Hot Topic where they have like the Scarface, they have like Tony Montana on a shirt. That's fascinating to me, given his character.
I think he's a symbol of power.
Yeah,
and people love that.
I just found that very interesting.
Yeah,
so
I think a lot of people who haven't even seen Scarface probably wear that shirt with Scarface movie cover on it. Honestly. Oh, I'm so happy you finally watched Scarface.
Thank you.
You're doing a better job with your watch list than I am with mine. Because I've just been rewatching movies. It's crazy.
Sometimes we need that. It's summer.
We do need it.
It's summer. It's the time to rewatch. Which,
speaking
perfect segue. Let's get into it.
Okay, so we are talking about Wanderlust movies, those movies that make you want to travel, go on summer vacation. How did you approach making this list?
I approached this looking through my Rolodex in my mind of movies that make me want to hop on a plane. That was, and again, my outfit was inspired by that.
I love that.
So that is how I approached it. Movies that right when I watch it, I'm like, I gotta get out of here. Get me on a plane. And also to places that I think are real. Like when I'm looking at my list, it's like all places. They take place in places I love.
Yeah,
so,
which totally makes sense.
What about you?
I approached my list in a very similar way. I had 2 movies come to mind that were very nostalgic for me. They were movies I loved during childhood.
Love.
So they were honestly the first 2 that I thought of. And then the other films, they made me want to go on vacation or visit a specific place because of what might happen there. It's like you never know what might happen when you're in a new place.
Ooh, I love that.
When you're in a foreign land, anything's possible, and you like romanticize.
I love that.
What could be. That's how I felt making this list.
I'm excited. Okay, do you want to kick us off with number 5?
Sure. Okay, number 5, we have the iconic Mary-Kate and Ashley film, Holiday in the Sun. This was one of the first movies that came to my mind when I started making this list. I just remember, I still own the movie on DVD. I'll say that. I probably watched this 1,000 times. I probably rented this from Blockbuster 1,000 times growing up. When they go to the Bahamas, and first of all, I love that every single Mary-Kate and Ashley film is essentially like them stopping like crime.
Yes.
I'm like,
look at them go.
Who writes these movies? But I love the setting in the Bahamas. The 2 boys they meet are so cute. And honestly, another big reason this made my list, because I was kind of like, okay, there's so many different Mary-Kate and Ashley movies to choose from. But I am such a big Megan Fox fan. Did you know that about me? Do you know this about me?
I don't know if we've talked about it, but that feels right.
Megan Fox is like everything to me. I will not be starstruck about pretty much anyone, but if I get to meet Megan Fox one day, I think I will be like jaw on the floor. I forget my name. I don't know how to speak.
We got to get her on the podcast.
I love that she is just authentically herself, and I just love her. Anyway, all that to say, I love her in this movie.
She's in this.
This is like one of her origin films. I think she was in I wonder if Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen came first, maybe, and then this one. I don't know. I'd have to look at the timeline.
This seems younger.
This was maybe first.
Yeah.
But she has the iconic line, "I get what I want, and this one I break. I want Jordan." I love it so much. I love her being the villain, the enemy of the Olsen twins. it's just, to me, it is summer is vacation. I love that their parents at the beginning of the movie whisk them away on a private jet. Oh, it's winter break, girls. We're going to take you to the Bahamas.
What a life.
When you're watching that, you're like, wow, this is amazing. It really is wanderlust, because you're like essentially lusting after this life you're never going to experience, likely. You're like, wow, to be a teenage girl, you have like the cutest little matching outfits with your twin sister. You're just living the best life in the Bahamas, meeting the cutest boys. Like, this is just so fun. And we have the girl group Play in this movie.
Oh,
I loved Play so much. Oh my gosh, what's the song they're singing on the stage?
They had like a big
Oh my
hit.
gosh. It's not Cinderella, because they had that song that was like dun, 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 dun. No. What's the other song they're singing?
I'm getting them mixed up with that. They don't do like the
No, that's, I think, S Club 7. Or who is that?
I don't know.
No.
Oh, Bewitched.
Bewitched. Yes. There were so many
good groups
What
back
is the
then.
song? It's going to really bother me. And it'll come to me, and I'll hit you guys with it at some point.
Yes, please.
But I loved Play so much in that song, and the fact that it was in Holiday in the Sun, it was just like everything to me as a teenage girl.
Yes.
So Holiday in the Sun, even the name alone, Holiday in the Sun.
It's
like,
perfect.
I want to be there. I want to have a holiday in the sun. Sign me up. This had to be my number 5.
I need to rewatch this. Honestly,
if you have a DVD player, you can borrow my DVD.
Should we do a Mary-Kate and Ashley episode? We might need to.
Wait, yes. Can we also talk about the fact that you can't stream them anywhere?
Where are these movies? Passport to Paris? Billboard Dad?
It Takes Two? Winning London? We can keep going on and on
New York
and on.
Minute.
New York Minute. Like, they could have their own streaming service.
The Mary-Kate and Ashley network.
And they would be bringing in the dough from that streaming service.
Yes.
I would subscribe.
Have they scrubbed them? Like, why are they
I
not
don't know.
somewhere?
I don't know.
Who owns the rights? Because this wasn't a Disney thing. This
Maybe we
wouldn't
do.
have been.
No, it wasn't. They had their own production company. We need to do
there
a
a
Mary-Kate
vault?
and Ashley episode, and we will research all of this and bring you the hard-hitting information you want to know.
How to watch, where to watch.
Yes.
What
Who owns
what
it?
VPN do you?
Yes. Who owns this? How come we haven't been able to see it? We'll bring you all the info.
Honestly, emergency recording is happening soon.
What is the Sydney movie? Why can't I think about what that one's called?
Oh my gosh.
Our
I
Lips
can
Are
see
Sealed.
the cover. Okay, yes. Because
Our
the
Lips Are
cover, it's like
Sealed.
their heads,
Yes.
you can see the Sydney
Yes.
Opera.
And that would be another good
Yes.
Wanderlust movie. I thought about that one too.
Did you ever watch their TV shows? Because my sister and I loved So Little Time.
I don't know.
It was
How old were they? Was it when they were young?
Teens, like older. So Little Time was older. But then they did have the show as young kids.
Full House?
Well, very young. What was it called? They did have a different show, and they would.
They're like pizza, like that one where they're like,
yes, unless maybe those are movies.
I don't know.
Because there was the young ones where they're younger solving crimes, and they have like the.
Oh yeah. It's like Nancy Drew.
Yes,
but if there were 2 of her.
Yes, honestly.
So we have to do American
Ashley
episode. This is still, we've been talking about it for a while, so this is sealing the deal that we need to do our own Mary-Kate and Ashley episode.
I love.
Man.
Real quick before I get into my number 5.
Yeah.
What was the movie that made you a Megan Fox fan? Was there a specific movie or moment or did you just realize you liked her? Like, was it the Jordan line and it was like, you know what? That got me.
It's not like I was a mean girl and I was like, yeah, I also get what I want in the winter break. I want Jordan. No, oh man, it must have been Transformers.
I think that's when everyone realized
have been Transformers when everyone
she's here. Yeah.
fell in love with Megan Fox. Yeah. And then what it was for me, it's not even like I fell in love with her acting. Like, I love Megan Fox. I wouldn't put her on my list of maybe best actors, but I don't know. It's more like at some point I just became fascinated by her and started learning more about her and just liked her as a person.
Yeah.
And that feels weird. That's very parasocial because I don't actually know her as a person, but from what I knew about her, I was like, wow, she's just herself. It's always been clear she's just authentically herself.
Yeah.
And everyone just thought she was like the hottest thing on the planet, which she was and is. But she also was like, I actually am smart, and she would like prove it. And she like, I don't know. I don't know. Just
I love it.
But I think it must have started during Transformers. But maybe it was Holiday in the Sun. Maybe that was
subconsciously you knew. I was like, wait, I know her.
Because that had to be the first place I saw her, probably.
Right. Yeah. I love Transformers 1. There will never be another time like that. Like that took over the world. Good times. My number 5.
Okay.
Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
I've never seen it.
This movie, it's not one that I need to rewatch a ton.
Yeah.
And it is a little maybe cliche. On every travel movie list, you will find this movie. It's everywhere, and it's starring Ben Stiller.
Okay, will you tell us what happens in it?
Yes. So he works at a magazine similar to like a National Geographic. I think for the movie, it's like a fictional one, but think of National Geographic. And he doesn't really do much with his life. Like he works for this magazine, but he doesn't actually ever go to any of these places. Like he lives a very simple and some would say mundane life. But then he has this like flip of a switch and decides to chase his dreams, I guess. And
go Walter.
He travels, and it's a story. From what I remember, it doesn't have a lot of like, high action, like ups and downs. It's pretty level, but it is a nice story and just a little bit of a reminder on like taking life by like while you have it, like just that, I don't know how to word it, but like embracing life while it's here and like going for things and trying new things. So there are some really cool travel scenes in it, especially the ending. There's beautiful travel moments where they're in a different country outside of the US, and I don't want to like spoil it too much because there is but it is a really solid movie. Ben Stiller's great, and it's just fun. Yeah, okay. It's just a nice try. You want to get on a plane and go after watching it.
You had a Ben Stiller movie on your list maybe last week or the week before.
I did.
And that I hadn't seen. I'll listen to the episode. I'll re-listen to the episode and I'll learn what it is. But I love Ben Stiller, so that's all I need to know. And I'm like, I need to watch that. Why haven't I seen that?
It is good. It really reminds you, like, why am I not taking more chances?
Why is it The Secret Life? Because it's like the secret life he always wanted to live,
because
basically.
he imagines a lot of things, too. Like, I think that
he's like
now it's coming back to me. Yes, he's like a daydreamer, too.
Okay.
Yes, but it's like he's not the one to take the chance, but in his mind he is. From what I remember, honestly, it's been a while. Yeah. I need to start rewatching all of my movies before hopping in.
I know, but I think that there's so much power in the fact that like it made your top 5 list. It's something that came to your mind right away, even if you haven't seen it in years.
Yes.
Like I haven't seen the next one on my list. I haven't seen in a long time, but like it popped in my mind. And it's just like, okay, because that's the feeling it gives me. Wanderlust, travel.
Exactly. Okay, speaking of, I want to hear, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is The Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Classic. Love. Let's hear why.
So obviously in this movie, it's like 4 best friends who grow up together, and then over the summer break, they all like their families kind of take them other places for summer vacation, and they decide to share pants that magically fit all of their different body types. Honestly, and this is based off a book. I don't know how the author came up with the idea for this book. This is crazy. But me and my friends loved this movie so much that one summer we decided to buy a t-shirt from Hollister, and there were 4 of us, and we had the Sisterhood of the Traveling shirt.
That is the cutest.
Because it was way easier for like a t-shirt to fit all of us than pants. And we literally mailed it to each other.
That's the cutest thing I've ever heard. Did you feel like it had magic?
Together.
Like the pants?
I felt like the fact that we made it special is what made it feel like it had magic. Totally. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So, but the reason this made the Wanderlust list is because they travel different places. And then, of course, Alexis Bledel's character is in Greece with her family. And then they all go to Greece. And so it just like, it made me, like at the time I had never been to Europe. I guess not obviously, some young kids go to Europe. But I was like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to go to Europe one day. You know, like this looks beautiful. And I still have never been to Greece. And whenever I think of Greece, I think of Mamma Mia and the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. And one day I will go to Greece and live out that dream.
Yes.
But it just reminded me of the summer that my friends and I had our own Sisterhood of the Traveling shirt. And it felt so special. It was like a pink shirt. I don't remember it had some kind of saying on the front, and it was from Hollister, and it was pink. And we loved it. And I don't know who ended up with it in the end. I don't know where is the shirt now? I don't know. But it was just a special memory. And so it came to my mind right away and had to be on my list.
That's perfect. It is so summer, everything about summer. Did you watch the second one?
No.
Yeah, I feel like it, meh. Yeah, it's like, no, just keep the magic of the first one where they're young. Like, it's where...
Maybe I did watch the second one.
I don't remember as much, but I know that Alexis Bledell's story is more of the priority in it.
Because I
Costas,
kind of remember...
the guy, Costas? Was it? Remember the guy?
From that she meets in Greece?
Yes.
There's always... Listen, I better meet a man in Greece when I go there one day. Because that's what all these movies are promising me. Does America Ferrera have a daughter?
Ooh, I don't
know why.
I guess second one wasn't memorable enough for me to
I don't know.
Be clear. I wonder, this is one where if they redid it, this next generation would probably love it too. Like, I'm curious
like they did
if they
a reboot and recast
and made it like a TV show or something. I'm curious, has anyone thought of that? Because this is one where you could do it because you have 4 leads. It'd be kind of fun.
It's
to be
giving
honest.
Amazon Prime.
Yes, like, Amazon. New idea.
Bring us on.
Yes,
we will be the showrunners. Honestly,
sign us up
because I think you're right. I think that could be a great series.
Yes, because you can kind of make these stories as big and dramatic as you want, like, or you could tone them down, and they all were facing different things. I feel like it would be a fun TV show.
I agree.
Nowadays,
and like imagine like with special effects, we can like really make the magical pants.
Oh my gosh, yes. I love.
And this was kind of like Blake Lively's breakout role, if you will.
Yes, because this was before Gossip Girl.
Yes, this was before Gossip Girl. This was like her first. I don't quote me on this, but it's the first film role I ever saw her in.
Yeah, the one that I remember the most.
Yeah,
yeah. Fun movie.
Okay, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is a movie called The Tourist. It's from 2010.
Sounds appropriate.
Right? Starring Angelina Jolie and Johnny Depp. Have you seen this movie?
I have not. I've seen many clips from this movie, but I've never seen the entire movie.
It's funny because this is a staple movie for me. I love this movie, and it just makes me think of like my parents. Like, for some reason, like, this was a go-to movie.
Angelina Jolie and Johnny Depp make you think of your parents?
No. No, just the movie, because it came out in 2010. Like, I just think of like in high school, like watching this. I don't know. So I just love this movie, but it's funny because when I was pulling it, because I wanted to get the year right for this, so I like looked up the year, and I saw the Rotten Tomatoes score.
Is it low?
It has a 21%.
Interesting, and you like it a lot.
Yeah, I am shocked. And then when I was looking at YouTube, because I was like, whoa, what's going on? And so I was watching the trailer on YouTube, like, don't I love this movie? Watching the trailer on YouTube, looking at the comments, and people are like, I don't care what people say. I love this movie. And then I know people give it bad reviews, but I love it. So everybody was saying that in the comments. And I'm like, then who's the one giving it bad reviews?
Interesting.
So I guess maybe critics didn't like it, but the people did. So I need to look at the difference between like the popcorn score and the tomato score. I love this movie. It follows Johnny Depp, who's an American school teacher, and he is going to do his big trip to Europe. So on a train, he meets Angelina Jolie. She's like a mysterious lady. Turns out that she has... I think it's a mob. I think they're from Russia after her. She has police after her. But it's like for some specific reasons. And she gets mixed up with Johnny Depp's character because he's kind of just like he doesn't know anything. He's just some random teacher. Exactly. Yes. In a new country, doesn't know. So they kind of team up together, and it's just a ton of different chases and heists and all of these things. And there's like just fun twists and turns. And Johnny Depp's character is really funny because he is so like clueless, like what is going on?
I'm just imagining Captain Jack Sparrow in this. That's what I'm imagining.
I know. It is funny to see him not in that, but that would have been even better if he's walking around Paris.
That's what I'm imagining. He's like, running from the police, like.
Yes, but you also get tons of cool scenery. There's like these scenes in Venice that are really cool, so it's fun.
Do you happen to know if Angelina Jolie directed it?
I don't believe she did. When I was looking up the year, I remember seeing a name that I hadn't heard of. I don't believe she did.
Because I'm trying to remember. I know there was like some film that she directed that she was also in. I was just curious.
Yeah, she has directed quite a few.
Yeah.
I know she did Unbroken. Wasn't that she one she did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
remember. But
I'm excited. I'm gonna watch that one.
I would love to hear your thoughts
I
because
would love to
I
watch
found
it.
it like charming, interesting.
Yeah.
There's action and comedy and almost like a love story. And it's just fun. And if you've seen it, you probably know why I like it.
Okay, maybe I'll try to watch that this next week.
Yes, that would be
I
fun.
like that.
Okay, number 3.
Okay, my number 3 is Before Sunrise.
I've never seen this.
Okay.
Give me the scoop.
So this is part of a trilogy by
Yes.
Richard Linklater. It's Ethan Hawke and a French actress. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, my dear. I don't remember your name right now. But I've only seen Before Sunrise. So then the next one is Before Sunset, and then the third one is Before Midnight. Cool. And there's something like 5 and 10 or 15 years between them.
Cool.
Which like is kind of, I feel like, Richard Linklater's thing. But this is, I would say, one of the most popular trilogies that I see people talk about all the time. People love this trilogy. So I had put this trilogy, specifically, obviously, Before Sunrise, because it's the first one, on my watch list. Like, I need to watch these. It is hard to find these to watch. I think I paid a couple months ago. I rented Before Sunrise. And I couldn't even find Before Sunset at the time to watch after. So I was like, okay, I'm going to have to wait. And like, when I remember to look it up again, I'll find that. But essentially, so Ethan Hawke plays an American who was traveling Europe, and he's on a train to Vienna because he has a flight the next morning to go back to the US. And he meets a French girl who's on the train. She's like a student. She's going back from visiting a friend or going to visit a friend. I don't remember which one. But they just get to talking on the train and hit it off and are really enjoying getting to know each other. And so when the train gets to Vienna, he says to her, listen, I know this might sound crazy, but get off the train with me. Her final stop wasn't Vienna. Mm-hmm. He says, I don't have enough money to get a hotel room overnight, so I was just going to wander the city until my flight in the morning. Like, please come with me. I don't want to stop talking with you. So she does. She gets off the train, and they spend the entire night together just wandering the streets of Vienna. And essentially, the entire film is just, I mean, the dialogue for these actors is insane.
I was just going to say, it sounds like they're really relying on that.
100%. It's almost as if they are doing a stage play and there's a camera on them. Like,
that's cool.
That is how much it's literally just the camera on them as they have conversations and talk. It's not like an exciting movie. Mm-hmm. Like nothing, like there's not many inciting incidents happening. It's pretty much just you're a fly on the wall watching two people get to know each other, but it's so relatable and real and sincere. It's like the sweetest thing ever. And then essentially at the end of the film, when she has to get back on the train, he goes to the airport, they decide in 5 years, let's meet each other in this exact same spot. And then the film ends.
Oh, that's cool.
So then I assume the sequel and Before Sunset is them meeting up 5 years later. I'll get back to you after I watch it. But I really, really, really enjoyed this film for how simple it was. Yeah. And because the acting is so great. And it makes you want to just go somewhere new and wander. Mm-hmm. Like they had no big plan in Vienna. It's like almost like it doesn't matter where you are, it's who you're with kind of thing. Like just take your time and explore. Yeah. You don't need to always be in a rush. Just get to know the person across from you in the train. You never know what might happen. Wander the streets of Vienna without a plan. Like it's just exciting. It gave me that wanderlust feeling.
Yes.
So I am eager to continue this trilogy.
That is so fun.
And I will update you maybe in my Real Obsessed segment as I do.
Yes. Was this movie, what's the year?
This is early 90s. I think this was like 95 or around there.
Okay,
early
so
90s.
It is harder to keep in touch with people. I'm just always like, when we have a movie where it's like, in 5 years, let's meet here. Or there's movies that have this mystical element. And I'm just like, how about we just stay in touch?
Like there wasn't like social media, cell phones.
So there is no way.
Not even the internet for the public yet.
It's so
like, I'm sure
different.
the internet existed, but like I don't think
it's just different.
Yeah, it was a different time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
it only works then.
Yes, totally.
So I am
you
eager
could
to
do that
see
now.
like I think it was about 5 years when they made Before Sunset. So like I wonder how the difference in technology in the world would play in. And then Before Midnight, they're like older. Not like
cool.
older, but I think that one probably came out in like early, like in the 2000s.
That's
so
cool.
like, I don't know, like it's a different time. So I'm excited, and I'm excited to see how it all wraps up.
Yeah, I want to watch too.
Yeah.
This is a good one. I'm
Yeah.
inspired.
Yeah.
Very fun.
Okay, what's your number 3?
My number 3 is the Lizzie McGuire movie.
Such a good pick. Okay.
I love this movie because
Sing to me, Paolo.
Yes, when you watch this movie, you want to, I want to become a pop star. I want to go to Italy. I want to go to the Trevi Fountain. Like, let me find my Paolo, but actually not. You think you want that, but you don't. I just love this so much. And the music, I remember listening to this soundtrack. You have like The Tide is High. And in the opening scene when she's getting ready and Matt, the little brother, is filming on the camcorder and she like trips, but she has the cutest outfits on. Can we just say
always Lizzie styling.
McGuire was supposed to be not cool, like because Kate was the cool girl in school.
Not in my book.
That's what blows my mind is her outfits are amazing. Always, even in the show, outfits are amazing.
So were Miranda's.
Yes, Miranda. I just don't understand what these dynamics are supposed to be because the outfits are incredible, especially in the opening scene when she has the black and pink shirt with the skirt and then the matching socks with the
the
platform.
Remember that?
Oh no! My whole life I wanted that outfit, and I still want this outfit.
Let's get it for you. What are we waiting for?
What are we waiting for? You know what? I'm a grown up now.
Now is the time.
I can go get this.
I'm expecting you to show up to the next recording in that outfit.
If only. I think I saw somewhere that it's actually like a designer outfit, like a nice outfit.
Oh.
I don't know. We'll see. I'll report back. But even just that opening scene. And then, of course, we have the graduation scene where the girl is supposed to talk. She doesn't show up. Lizzie has to take her place as like the 8th grade valedictorian.
To 8th grade.
That's the craziest part is that this is 8th grade.
Is the graduation, this is where we get the iconic, Lizzie McGuire, you're an outfit repeater.
Yes, it is.
I might be an outfit repeater,
but you're an outfit remember. That's the craziest part. Graduation, you're covered up in your gown. Yeah. Like, you can wear whatever you want. But I just think that moment is so funny for that time because as an 8th grader, that would be the end of the world.
Oh, 100%.
But when you're watching it now, it's just like, haha, like, whatever. Yes, it's embarrassing, but like, we're fine. Like, you're okay, Lizzie. But I love that she feels like she has to flee the country. She even makes that comment, like when they're going through the airport to get on the plane. She's like, I gotta get out of here.
She was so dramatic.
I know.
But really, she raised a generation of dramatic girlies.
She did, and I'm proud.
And thank you for it. Yeah.
Yes, I'm proud of it. And I love the story. The fact that she's kind of rebellious and is sneaking out the whole time is wild, one, because that's so dangerous. If we're putting like our realistic hat on, that is so scary.
8th grade? Like you're 13, 14.
It's actually
What do you mean
wild.
You're like out hopping on a little motor scooter with an Italian man? What do you mean?
How old is Paolo?
Too old. It's not appropriate.
It is so
Put him in jail. Jail immediately.
It is not appropriate. But I'm going to suspend belief for a little bit, and it is just so fun. Like, who wouldn't want that? And oh my gosh, I just have to say, they are staying at the nicest hotel. I remember going on trips like in high school for group club. Like, we're not staying in the nice hotels. You're staying in like a hostel or...
Especially in Europe.
Yeah, that room with those balconies.
Like, they ain't that big.
And how Gordo and her, they go up to the fancy rooftop. I'm like, what is this? Like, I love this hotel and I'm happy for you, but what kind of 8th grade was this?
I know, but like watching, you're like, I can't wait to go there. I want to have the Lizzie McGuire experience.
Yes, we need to look it up. I want to go there. What hotel is this? And then you have
stay at the hotel she stayed at. Recreate the experience.
Recreate.
Sing on stage with Paolo.
Yes, I need it. And then lastly, the Ungermeyer.
Oh, classic.
Sneaky brown noser with a hidden agenda. That sticks out to me
Shout
every
out to
day.
that actor.
She is so
What
good.
else has she been in?
She's in quite a few things. She's in Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Marvelous Miss Maisel. I think that's what it's called. She's in that.
Okay,
she's been
good.
in a few other things.
Good.
Yes. No,
Good.
she's fantastic.
She's funny. Yeah, her line delivery is excellent.
And I love when they're at the Coliseum at the end and they're going to go see Lizzie perform, or Isabella, and she like backs up the crowd and she's like go, and like she like hits them and they can all like break through security. I love this movie so much. The fashion show, the outfit where it blows up and it's like the igloo, like it's just
classic.
It's so good. I also, the first time I went to Italy, I had to go make a wish in the Trevi Fountain because of this movie.
And that's understandable. I haven't been to the Trevi Fountain yet, but you better believe I will be when I'm there. Yes. And I'll be thinking of Lizzie.
As you should.
Oh, I'm so happy that was on your list.
What is your number 2?
My number 2, this should not be a surprise with how much I've talked about this film this year, is People We Meet on Vacation.
Love.
Literally a story about a girl obsessed with taking vacations. She literally takes vacations for a living and writes about travel. The dream. And they go so many different places, and I've probably watched this movie. I watched it again last week, not gonna lie. I like turned it on while I was doing some stuff. I've probably watched it close to 20 times. That's a problem. I'm gonna need...
I don't think it's a problem.
I'm gonna need some more Emily Henry books to be adapted into films as soon as possible.
They're coming.
Yeah. But this just makes you want to go on vacation. But again, it's that lesson of, it doesn't matter where you are, it's about who you're with. And even, no matter who you're with, that person, no matter if you're home or if you're away, it's who you're with that makes you feel like you're on vacation or at home. I'm butchering the line. You know what I'm saying?
Message received.
Yeah. But I also, it helps that helps or doesn't help that I relate to this character a lot too, where like she has this moment where she's like, what am I doing? Like, I need to get my life figured out, because I feel like I go in phases of that in my life, because I'm always, you get it, being like a high achiever with like big goals, and like you get really excited about things.
Yeah.
I'm going after this. And sometimes I need to slow down. I'm like, whoa. And I feel like that's what she does, but it's traveling and experiencing new places.
Exactly.
But yeah, it always makes me want to go on vacation.
Same. I really want to go to New Orleans after watching that movie. I've never been there, and I want to go so bad.
But like, I want the experience they had. And that's kind of the bummer about movies where people travel, is like you have the experience you saw in the movie in your mind.
Totally.
You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know if it would be that. I feel like it might just be like drunk people everywhere and like smoke, and you're like, oh my gosh, please, like,
I think if maybe not. I
think if they're in there for like Mardi Gras.
Yeah, but I've heard otherwise it's beautiful, so I really want to go there.
Everyone I know who's been says it's so much fun.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, maybe we have our own little People we meet on vacation trip.
Yes, and we need her outfit. I
need the blue wig, the cowboy hat,
her pants, like the sparkles.
Yes,
I love
that outfit. I do love that outfit.
Incredible. So much fun.
Okay, your number 2.
My number 2 is a movie, a little gem called Monte Carlo, starring Selena Gomez and Leighton Meester. Have you ever seen this movie?
I have seen it, but it's been so long I couldn't even tell you what happens in it.
It is the best movie
Leighton Meester's in that.
Ever. Yes. It is like,
obviously not ever. It's not your number 1.
I'm looking at camera for our YouTube. Like, I'm making eye contact. Watch this movie. You will not regret it.
I thought you were going to say watch this movie or else. That felt like a threat.
Sorry. We got a little deep there.
I love it. Okay.
It is so fun. We have a case of like switched identity. Selena Gomez looks like this famous icon in Europe.
So like the Lizzie McGuire movie.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So like Lizzie and Isabella.
I basically have the same movie.
So this could be in our movie episode where it's basically 2 movies with the same plot.
Exactly.
Interesting.
It's so fun
because
because
remember this.
Selena Gomez, she just graduates college, and her big trip, her goal is always to go to France.
I remember this.
And she goes with her best friend, and she also goes with her stepsister, Leighton Meester.
Okay.
I am so sorry. I cannot remember what the best friend's name is, but she's in a lot of stuff.
Okay.
I think her name is Katie, something.
Okay.
She is an actress that you would know. Her name is just slipping me. But it's so fun because it's the three of them, and it's like the best friends, but then Leighton Meester is kind of like we have to bring her. And she's kind of the one that's like, well, that's not on the schedule and this, and like
Very
more like
type A.
buttoned up. But then like she has a love interest. She meets a guy and like lets a little like loose. It lets her hair down. Yes. And then the love story with Selena Gomez, because she looks just like this famous girl in France, and they think she's her. So that's kind of fun. And just like the case of like switched identity, obsessed. I always love that. And you just have fun. You have like 3 love stories in it, which is fun because each of them have kind of their own story. And Corey Monteith, who unfortunately has passed now, but who was Finn on Glee, which I loved Glee. He is the love interest for her friend. Like he's the one back home, and he ends up like flying to France to go get his girl. Like it's just cute. I love this movie. It's hilarious. A+. Honestly, I need to go write a Letterboxd review for it, and I will give it 5 stars.
Okay. Looking forward to it. I need to rewatch that. Because like as you're explaining it, I'm like, I know I've seen this movie, but it's like a distant memory.
Yes. And it should be a recent memory. That's all I'm saying.
Period. And as you were describing like the storyline of like someone who looks identical, they get switched. I'm like, it's also like the Princess Switch on Netflix.
Princess Switch, yes.
There's a lot. You know what? Growing up, I was given the false illusion that I would go to Europe, meet my secret twin. We could switch and experience each other's lives and fall in love.
Yes, Parent Trap. Like there's so many like this.
What the heck?
We need to find our.
This is a good formula for a film, though. I do like it.
I like it.
It's gonna get me every time. Yeah,
give me.
It's gonna get me every time.
Yes. Okay. What is your number one?
Finally, my number one. I knew this was gonna be number one on my list the minute we decided that this was gonna be the topic of this week, and it's Eat, Pray, Love.
Ooh, fun. I have never seen this movie.
Oh, hi. This is my time to look at you. Go watch this movie. You will not regret it.
Julia Roberts, one of your faves.
And it's a true story.
Oh,
it's based off of I'm forgetting the main character's name. But it's like she wrote a memoir about her experience, and then it was optioned for the film.
Very cool.
But essentially, Julia Roberts plays this woman who's kind of always lived like a stable, she thought she was happy, but kind of like mundane life. But deep down, she kind of knew she wasn't happy in her marriage and it wasn't working. She goes through a divorce. She decides to leave everything behind, and she needs to like travel to figure herself out and figure out what really makes her happy. So she goes to 3 places. She goes to Italy, India, and Indonesia. Ooh. And that's kind of where Eat, Pray, Love comes from. So she goes to Italy to eat and to like find joy. And she goes to India to pray. And then she goes to Bali in Indonesia to like discover like love, like a deeper meaning to things. Mm-hmm. And you get to like see her make connections with people in each place. Mm-hmm. And you see the struggle that she goes through to like shed different like layers of herself. Like in Italy, it's like learning to like just enjoy what you're eating and not have to think about the calories and will I gain weight and all of that. And then I'm sure there's more, but like that's essentially what it is. And then in India, she is learning to stay quiet. She does this like meditation retreat center with Buddhists in India, and it's hard for her like not to talk. And so like going through like all of her grief and everything she's kind of been processing in like internally and not being able to talk about it, and you see her struggle with that. And then in Bali, she of course meets a man, and this happened in real life.
Ooh.
And so her struggle with that, because she like didn't want to be with anybody and was like, this is time for herself. But then like do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, just tell me.
Well, then they end
I'll
up
still watch it.
Like in real life, I'm trying to remember if I think this happens in the book, but in real life, like they end up like getting married.
Very
and, like,
cool. That's cute.
He like moves to the US with her. Yeah, it's
That's
so sweet.
Cute. How long is her trip overall? Like, is she in these places for like weeks?
I don't remember. I think so, because it's long enough for her to make friends.
Oh,
like
cool.
she like forms connections in each place. So it has to be quite a few weeks that she's in each place.
Very cool.
Yeah, it
just sounds fun. It sounds fresh.
Yeah.
Like a very fresh watch, like refreshing.
Yes, it is. And it's like, it's very reflective.
Yeah.
It makes you like think about your life and your priorities. And I mean, obviously you get to see beautiful places like Italy, India, and Bali. But yeah, as you're watching them, like you wanna go there and experience. Like, of course, it's kind of like when I go to a new place, you're like, I should move here. I could totally live here. I could see myself living here, you know? And so when you watch this movie, that's how you feel. You're like, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should leave everything behind and go on a retreat and like discover myself on a deeper level, you know?
Next at it, I show up to record and I'm like, Kelsey, where are you?
I'm out.
You're
yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
You're gone.
I'm like, sorry, I went to Italy to find I was gonna say my Paolo, but no, I don't want to find my Paolo.
I love that. Okay, I'm excited. I'm gonna have to watch that one.
Yes, definitely recommend Eat, Pray, Love.
For sure. My number one, Midnight in Paris. Have you ever seen this
Midnight in Paris? No, which is absolutely crazy that I've never seen this movie.
This is one of my top
and I know
on
this
Letterboxd.
is a big travel movie.
Yes. I love this movie so much. You have Owen Wilson and your girl Rachel McAdams.
Oh,
so that's
yes,
why I'm like,
Rach.
you would like. I love this movie because it doesn't follow a traditional format. It's not like a perfect love story. It's not an action movie. It's a unique story, which as listeners of our show, you know that we appreciate that here. A unique human tale, but this has some magic in it. Owen Wilson's character is an author and always trying to find inspiration. His fiance is Rachel McAdams. They go on this trip to Paris and he's trying to find inspiration and he's a little bit more of a loner. Like her and their friends and her parents are always like out doing stuff and he just kind of goes on his own and he's just looking for that inspiration. Well, one night he takes a trip down a street and it happens to be a magical moment where he gets transported back in time.
Oh,
so
time travel movies.
Yes, time travel again. There is a theme here. I guess we love a time travel movie.
Yeah.
But every night he goes back in time and it's just so fun because of the historical elements of this film.
I love that.
He goes back to the 20s in Paris. Like he goes to different iconic moments in Paris and you see people that are very famous in history. Like he meets Ernest Hemingway. He meets F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Wait, I would love this movie.
It is the best movie ever and it's so underrated. Like it's not like often talked about, especially all-star cast. You have Adrian Brody, obviously Owen Wilson, Rachel McAdams, but you will be shocked when you see all the people in this movie. Yeah. It's like, what? How did I miss this? And the last thing, the message is so beautiful. Like really, it's the concept of like the grass is always greener. Like there's always going to be something that you are envious of because that's his thing. Like he wishes he lived in a different time. So he kind of can see that. But he realizes that people there wish they were in a different time too. Like it's a cool, reflective film. Greener. Yes, exactly.
I think you and I need to make physically make watch lists for each other because we're always talking about movies. I'm like, oh, I do need to watch it. I need to watch that, but I need to remember to watch it and like have it written down.
Yes.
And so like we need to give each other like 10 movies that I know you're gonna like that you need to watch. Yes. You have to. So we'll have to do that.
I agree. That'll be fun.
Yes, I need to watch that movie ASAP. Okay, this is fun.
Our list. That's fun. Okay. We got to go hop on a plane right now. Bye.
Get us out of here. Okay, should we do a quick pop quiz?
Yes, quick pop quiz. I want to pull my question. Villain you root for or perfect hero? Villain I root for.
Yeah. And you kind of brought that up with like flawed characters.
Exactly. Like I think it's interesting because it tests you. It tests you as a watcher. And it doesn't have to be as deep as morally, but it kind of does. Like it's kind of like your moral stances, knowing that no one is perfect. Like where is your line? I think that's very fascinating.
I love that. I'm almost always going to be rooting for the villain in a movie. It just depends.
Unless they are like a true, if they have no redeeming qualities.
Yeah,
let's
like
get
Lex
them.
Luthor, get out of here. Okay, my question. Packed theater energy or private quiet screening? Okay, this is very particular for me. So if I'm seeing a big film on if I'm at opening night, like for any Marvel film, for example, like when Star Wars, my brain, when the new Spider-Man movie comes out, or like Avengers Doomsday, for example, I want to be there opening night, packed theater,
with
full
the people
of the Marvel fans and their energy. Amazing. But for a lot of other movies, I want to go to the 10 a.m. small theater. I want the theater to myself. Leave me alone.
Yes.
I don't want to hear you cough. I don't want to hear you sneeze. Like, I want the theater to myself for certain quiet, more low-key movies.
Agree.
I don't know what it is. Yeah.
Yes, you need
so it depends
to
on the
process.
Film. Yeah, it depends on the film.
I love that. So true.
Okay, this was so much fun.
So much fun. Thank you so much for listening to The Real Obsessed today. We hope we've inspired you to, if you can't catch a flight right now, catch a movie, and you can join us with watching some Wanderlust films. Thank you so much for listening. Make sure to follow the podcast wherever you get your podcasts, Apple, Spotify, all the places. And of course, Instagram, TikTok. Check out our reviews. We've been really active on there, sharing reviews, sharing watch recommendations. So if you need something to watch, we got you. Yes, we are your resource for that. And then make sure to subscribe on YouTube as well to watch full episodes of The Real Obsessed.
Thank you so much, you guys. Make sure to tune in next week for our favorite superhero movies. Roll the credits.